What's going on YouTube? It's Nico Boomer here, and today I'm giving you guys a short story from my life, and in the background some 2K17 park gameplay. And if you're wondering why I'm such a low overall, it's because literally the first thing I did when I made this guy was come to the park. And niggas hate when you do that, by the way, yo. They'll see your overall and they'll be like, oh 55 overall ass nigga, oh bum ass nigga, yo. And you know what's worse? They don't even give you a chance to even do anything. I'm not gonna lie, I do that too, so you know, whatever. I ain't mad. But today's video, I'm going to tell you guys about a fight that I was in like the 7th grade. So without doing too much talking, let's get straight into it. All right, so I'm in the 7th grade. It's 2010. How old are you in the 7th grade? I think 12 maybe. Let's just go with 12. So I'm 12 years old. I'm a highhead. I'm savage. But, you know, I'm still doing a little soul searching. The school day is over. We all headed on towards the bus. And, you know, every cool kid took a bus just to be around their friend for the extra maybe 5 minutes. And we all headed on the bus, and we had a substitute bus driver for this day. And when you get a substitute in anything, you're bound to add a little bit more crazy. It's like an unwritten rule. Even teachers expect their students to behave a little bit not normal when they're not there. Back to the story. So we had a substitute bus driver this day, and we're all throwing paper. We're throwing paper across the bus. We're throwing paper at strangers on sidewalks walking by and shit. Yo, it was real fun. And whenever there's fun around, there's always that negative Nancy. And there was this Jamaican kid sitting on the left side, like in the middle, and he was just trying to ruin all the fun. He was saying things like, oh, anybody who throw paper at me, we're gonna square up, I'm gonna fight them, I'm gonna punch them in the face and whatnot. And there was this white kid in the back, and this white kid was bold as hell, yo. In the middle of that kid talking, he threw a paper ball right at his face and hit his lip. And now we're all like, oh, you gonna do something, my nigga? Like, you was just doing all that tough talking, like now it's time to bag it up, like, you know. And I'm instigating because, you know, I'm an instigator. I'm sitting all the way in the front. I'm like, oh, I was just like cheering and shit, whatever, like a little cheerleader. But Jamaican kid, he didn't do anything. And once I saw he didn't do anything, I was like, man, y'all both ain't on shit. So here I am involving myself in a situation I had nothing to do with, all for fucking brownie points, because I was sitting next to this girl that I was feeling at the time, and she was in the 8th grade. So, you know, I was trying to do anything to impress this bitch. So I'm starting drama for brownie points. I don't know. If you're a guy, you understand where I'm coming from, because, you know, we'll do anything to get into the panties, my boy. But yeah, so the white boy, he was sitting with a friend. And the friend started speaking to me about things that I guess the white kid was like maybe whispering to him. Maybe the kid was even lying. I still don't know to this day. But he started yelling out things like, oh, my friend said you're not on nothing either. You're just tough talking. And I'm like, man, we could run it right now, nigga. What's up? And my 8th grade boo, she was staring at me. She was just like, oh my God, don't involve yourself in this. This isn't you. And I'm like, nah, chill, son. I got this. So here's where the story turned up a bit, because the friend said, oh, all you got to do is walk back here. And when he said that, everyone's head turns towards me. So I'm the center of attention, and everybody was just like, yo, you gonna walk back there, my nigga? You gonna let him try you like that, yo? And I'm like, oh, hell nah, son. This nigga tested my pride in front of my 8th grade boo. I gotta do this, yo. So I take off my backpack, you know, I drop it so dramatically and whatever. I start walking towards the back. Everyone's staring at me while I'm walking. They like, oh, yo, you better get this nigga, son. You better whoop this nigga ass, yo. And in my head, I'm just like, man, I got this. So I reach the back. The white kid stands up, and now we're in each other's face. And I started saying things like, yo, you ready, my nigga? Like, we really about to do this, yo. And I will never forget how this kid started the fight, because he started it, but it was so weird how he did it. He grabbed both arm seats and he like jumped up and kneed me in the stomach. And I thought to myself, I was like, oh hell nah, son, it's over. So he did that, and I just started going in, yo. Left, right, I'm punching him in the face. Left, right. I hear people in the background screaming. They're like, oh, get that nigga. So I'm still hitting him at this point, and he puts his hand around my neck, and he tries to push me to the point where I slip, but I just ended up standing on one of the bus seats. So I'm looking down at him at this point. I'm still hitting him and whatnot. Everybody behind me still cheering for me. And because I was standing on top of the bus seat, I did end up slipping, yo. And here's where this nigga turned into fucking the rock on my ass, yo. This white kid was on top of me and he hit me with 2 elbows, yo. I'm talking about the people elbows, yo. The first elbow, I really didn't feel. I was like, man, that shit hurt, but I ain't gonna cry about it. The second elbow, I started thinking to myself, like, what the fuck did I get myself into? I was like, oh shit, yo, I gotta get the fuck out of this position. So I pushed him off me and whatnot. He was in the 8th grade, but he wasn't stronger than me or nothing like that. When I pushed him off of me, we stood up, and then this Mexican kid, he like jumped in front of us and whatnot. I guess he wanted us to stop the fight, and it did. And we made it to the first stop on our bus, and the bus driver, he stops the bus, he walks back there, he tries to separate us even more and whatnot. He looks at me and he tells me to get off the bus, and everybody was like backing me up. They were like, nah, this not his stop, because it wasn't my stop. I got off at the second stop and I was not about to walk. So I ended up just going back to my seat, and when I reached my seat, my 8th grade boo was like, oh my god, I can't believe you can fight. I didn't know you were a fighter. And she's touching me and rubbing me on my back, and I'm just like, yeah, you sitting with a real nigga. So we continue driving to the second stop where I get off, and when we reached the same area as the bus stop, we saw 2 police cars like right in front of the bus stop. Everyone getting my attention like, yo, I think that's for you. I think you about to go to jail. And when I saw the police cars, I was like, yo, am I really about to go to jail over this bitch, yo? Am I really about to fucking go down for this? So I got off the bus and I walked home casually. The police didn't mess with me or anything like that. Fast forward to the next day of school. I think this was on a Friday, and the next day of school was Monday. So fast forward to Monday, and it's lunchtime. I'm at the water fountain, and this black girl, she was also on the bus the same day as the fight, and she knows the white kid. They had the same class. So the black girl comes up to me while I'm at the water fountain. She was like, oh, do you know what the white kid say? I was like, what? She was like, oh, he said, I can't believe I lost to a 7th grader. I was just like, true. I was calm to her, but of course I went around and told the whole school. Yeah, I just whooped the 8th grader. Yeah, I was gonna get bad clout. But funny story is about my 8th grade boo. 2 years later, when I got to high school, I seen her and she did not remember me at all, yo. So I did all that for nothing. I didn't even hit. So I was like, man, whatever. I moved on to another female. It wasn't that serious. So I guess the moral of the story is don't live your life trying to impress people, because it can put you in some sticky situations that you don't want to find yourself in. And with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, please comment, like, subscribe. All of that helps my channel grow. And until the next one, I'm Nico Boomin'. And I'm out.